Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Trap Draw podcast. My name is Randy. We are talking baseball today, which means we've called a union meeting. I got my two Seamsters union brothers with me, Chris Solomon, DJ Piehowski. Solly, we're coming up on the All-Star break, man. Halfway through. How we feeling? I know this Reds team's trying to kill you.
Is it okay to look at the standings yet? I can't decide what your guys' rules are. I can't figure out what your rules are. Are we allowed to be panicked about the team? Are we allowed to be overjoyed about the team? Randy, there's never been a Reds team in all of my years of following that I've been so unsure on either way. I'm not built for 162, period. And this season has tested me like any other one. I was out 2 days ago. I'm back in as of today. Somewhat. Check with me after this Rockies series. This is going to come out. We're recording this before the Rockies series. Honestly, don't know if you've ever been better teed up for you need to sweep. Like you absolutely need to sweep this team or else your season might be dead, but we might be headed towards that. I don't know. You already got me ranting about the Reds. Happy to be here.
Yeah, it feels like probably enough about the fourth place Reds right off the top, personally.
Dude, you built a little different. You can handle 162, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you totally are built for 162. You switched from the worst team into a perennial contender.
Cheap shot right off the bat. Great to be here with you guys. Solly, I think, now that we're post Memorial Day, you should be doing nothing but looking at the standings. And it sounds like that's what you're doing, which I like. Your Reds are what, three games out of a wild card? My Brewers are 2 games out of first place. Who saw that coming? Is Randy a genius? Is Randy a moron? We're gonna unpack that. It's a big show.
Glorifying being a few games within the wild card when 6 teams make it in the playoffs now. Like that's a little too much.
7.
What were your expectations coming into the year? I mean, I think you should be pretty happy about where you're at.
But 3 is far back. Like that's tough. That's a tough deficit to overcome.
Randy, get this shit on the rails, man. Where are we going?
Okay.
What are we doing?
Yeah, well, you mentioned, guys, I don't know if I have to offer up a mea culpa, but let's start with the mea culpas. Of course, this episode is brought to you by ServPro. ServPro, the #1 brand in cleanup and restoration. They're known for making any mess like it never even happened. With 2,200 locations nationwide, they're faster to any size disaster. And of course, they are the sponsor of the Mea Culpas. Guys, the last time we recorded, our recording date was June 4th, and I had some strong feelings about the Cubs. I was totally bearish on them. I was trying to call a market top. We need to have an adult conversation here, okay? Let me just say, since that day, the Cubs have gone 17-15, so it's not like they've cratered, right? They're a couple games over 500 over their last 32. They have given up 2.5 games in the NL Central. Deej, you mentioned your Brewers have closed that from the Cubs were 4.5 games up, and now they're 2 up as we record today. The Reds since June 4th, Solly, are 18-13, so they've picked up, 1.5 games on the Cubs, so they have made some ground. I don't know where this leaves us, guys. Like, I feel a little right, but it might be too early for an official mea culpa. Anything? Have you changed your mind on the Cubs at all? I have not. I don't think.
Man, I don't think we can offer an apology to the Cubs. I don't think we can, and I definitely don't think we can offer an apology to Randy. But I will offer an apology to my Brewers because I think I wrote them off a little too much. And I think I was a little too bullish.
Yeah.
I think I was a little too bullish on the Cubs, and I was a little like, Brewers, nice team, got a lot of pieces for next year. The Cubs lose Kyle Tucker, and let's see what happens. But I think they can make a real run at the division now. They're 2 games back. They're playing great baseball, and I think at the very least, it's going to be an interesting September, which is all you can kind of ask for. And that's where I'm willing to apologize, Randy. So I don't necessarily want to change anything I'm saying about the Cubs, but I am going to raise the floor on my Brewers, who are looking really good. It's hard to make up ground. They had a stretch there where they won 7 in a row or something and ended up gaining like a half game on the Cubs. Like it's tough to chip away at that team, but that's what makes it a fun race.
Record since June 4th, since we last recorded, Brewers are 4th best at 20-11. And what was the night? What was the actual date that we were like? It felt like things changed with the walk-off grand slam that we were there and witnessed in person.
For real, yeah.
What was the date on that? Was that May 26th?
That was late. That was late May. It was the Tuesday game against the Red Sox. It had kind of the crater, the low peak was kind of right before that. It was like May 15th or 16th. I think they were 4 games under 500 at that point. Now they're 13 games over since then in the last like kind of month and
That
a half, 2 months.
Yeah, we were there on the 27th of May, and that walk-off win even the Brewers record at 28-28.
They're
So that got them.
27-12 since that night, including that night.
Yeah.
It was
So
second
thank you.
best to the
I
Blue
want to
Jays.
thank you guys for that. Yeah.
I'll apologize because I rolled my eyes at like, yeah, they
I was
might
gonna
be
say,
getting
I think
hot.
Stolly might owe the Brewers an apology.
I picked them to win to go over for the year. Where were you guys at on that one?
I think
Let's see where you guys were at on that one. Actually,
I don't know where I was on that
I was
one,
over on
actually.
you
that one.
missed on that one, Randy, and DJ
Okay.
hit. Yeah, you hit that one. But
Well, then I apologize. I'm not buying in on the Brewer. I think, God, this still feels like and the team I don't know about either is the Cardinals. This could be a 4-team horse race
Could be
Cardinals.
come
be
August, September.
Yeah, it could
They're
be
gonna go
the
in.
AL Central redux of what we saw last year, just moved over to the other league, you know?
I,
Everybody
I,
shits on this division and who knows? Here they are.
They also shat themselves in the playoff. I don't know
Well,
if that's
sure.
the
Sure. That's
takeaway
well,
there.
and that's kinda like my larger take, and I think that comes back to some of the Cubs stuff is like, well, are we talking about the division or are we talking about knocking off like the big
I'm
dogs
talking about
in
the
the World
division.
Series? Yeah, and
I think,
that's a
yeah,
responsible conversation, I think.
I do have a mea culpa for all Blue Jays fans.
Sure.
God,
I'm
talk
with
about
you there.
playing good baseball. They find themselves top of the American League East. I have them since that same June 4th recording date. I have them 22-10, probably the hottest team in baseball. So, Blue Jays fans, I am sorry. Friend of the pod, Andy Downey. I know you're over in Northern Ireland listening. I'm sorry. I still don't like the Blue Jays, but I do have to admit that they're playing good ball right now.
Yeah, and it feels like a fun brand of ball, you know, win a lot of close games, kind of squeak it. That run differential is only like it's like plus 20 or something,
Yeah.
and they're winning the division. You know, it's like that's kind of heart attack sort of baseball that just makes the summer really, really fun. Seeing the Yankees kind of shit down their leg is
Takes
solid.
years off your life.
I know you got a soft spot in your heart for all that. You know, Devin Williams, is he back? Is he not back on a daily basis? That's really fun. It's just yeah, I don't know. I'm with you, Randy. The Blue Jays don't do a ton for me, but of all the teams in that division, I mean, it's like, well, you know, as long as it's not the Yankees or the Red Sox, right? So I root for the other 3 comers there.
They are definitely a surprise. I did not see that coming. And honestly, it's just kind of there's some luck on your side when you have a 20 run differential on your 15 games over 500. Projected to go 35-34 the rest of the way. And the Yankees are still projected to win the AL West by a game. But gosh, if anything, it's interesting at least. Like that, it is very funny to watch the Yankees fandom collapse. The Volpe, couldn't feel more vindicated on the Volpe stuff, calling him a warmonger when we started this pod. Got some angry messages from a lot of our friend Dags.
Sure.
Did not take kindly to that one. Have not received an apology for that one at all. There were some Ellie Volpe comps going around, if you
Oh,
remember
God,
right,
it's
Randy.
gross. That's gross.
So at least we'll share in some of that, and you know, the health is a concern for that club still.
While we're there, if any Pittsburgh fans want to, send us a mea culpa on the O'Neill Cruz comparison to Ellie De La Cruz, go ahead. We will.
Shout out to our guy Sasha. You got
Our
a Pittsburgh
inboxes are
mention in the
open.
first 10 minutes here. I know you were looking for it. Probably not the mention you were looking for, but we will accept any and all apologies.
One thing this is my Pittsburgh on the ground takeaway. The O'Neill Cruz malcontent stuff is
Bad.
very
Deej, you just
real,
saw him,
man.
didn't you?
We got to
Yeah.
see him in person when they were here against the Brewers. And just the sheer time it takes if he strikes out, if he grounds out, if he makes the last out in an inning or something, just the sheer amount of time it takes to get from wherever that position is to center field. I've never seen. He doesn't
Just
play.
walking.
He doesn't play catch in between innings because he doesn't have time because he doesn't get to his position. Just it's crazy, man. And just not legging out like all of the cliche play the game the right way shit. Like
Yeah.
just not you're like one of the fastest dudes in the league, not legging out ground balls. He got benched the day that we were there because he it's close game, you know.
Begging to be
Pirates are
traded.
kind of down by
What I
2
was
or
gonna
3 or
say.
something, middle of the game, and just not legging out a double play, and it's brutal, man. It's not fun to watch until he squares one up and hits it 150 miles an hour off the bat,
Loud tools.
and it's
Loud.
loud tools, as you said,
Yeah. Yeah.
But anywho,
Um,
that's Pittsburgh corner there.
well, those are some mea culpas. Again, brought to you by ServPro. Visit servpro.com or call 1-800-ServPro today.
I like how the mea culpas were just like, oh yeah, and I was right about this one too. And, oh yeah, I was right about this one too. Come at me,
you're right. You're
Pittsburgh.
right.
Will you apologize for nuking the A's, Solly, or did we cover that last time?
I can apologize for that. You guys should apologize for realizing you were gatekeeping the A's, and when you
realizing
when you
how
realized,
nice our community was before we let in all the.
I was
you
gonna
know,
say,
I was
carpetbaggers?
in the community the
It
whole
was
time.
really
You tried
nice.
to shadow ban me from it, and once you realized the error in your ways, they tanked. Like, listen, you guys were the ones trying to tell me they could win the division, and I had to bring you off that one. And I don't hear you thanking me for that one.
They could have. Who knows? In that parallel universe where we don't do that pod in Northern Ireland, who knows what kind of trajectory they stay on?
Didn't love their pitching. Gotta admit,
Sure,
didn't
they
think
were
their
thin.
pitching was
We knew
gonna
they
be
were thin
this
there.
bad. Yeah, we knew there were some question marks there. That offense is fun though. God, I love watching
man.
that offense.
Kurtz is yeeting, absolutely yeeting.
Our guy BR Brent Rooker is going to be in the home run derby. And that's where I want to take us, guys. Obviously, All-Star break here. We've announced the starting lineups for each team. I think we should do a Seamsters like first team, all baseball, all MLB first half. So let's get into that. But before we do, does the All-Star game mean anything? Are you guys like at all excited? Do you plan to watch? And talk to me about, like, I'm sure you watched it a bunch as a kid. Any memories of the All-Star game?
I'll tell you what I really enjoy, Randy, is my Instagram algorithm has picked up that I watch whenever. Have you seen any of those reels that get posted of the starting lineup intros of every player from the All-Star games and their stats? Like it shows Ivan Rodriguez run out, and then it's whatever. It's Craig Biggio. I watch there's some nostalgia with all of that of like, you gathered around the TV to watch the All-Star game. Has it lost some of its luster? Sure. Did they mess it up trying to make it a serious competition there for a while? Sure. Randy, my recreational activities are not for me to decide these days. So I can tell you I plan to watch the All-Star game. I'm running about a 25% clip of getting actually to do the things that I plan to do with recreationally. But I do look forward to I'll watch as much as I can of the home run derby. I know that'll be something that I tune into. But it's cool to see I think this pod has helped me get more appreciation for baseball as a whole. And, through that lens, I'm excited to watch some of these guys all in one place at one time. Sometimes the All-Star game for me is kind of like, oh, I didn't know that guy was having a ridiculous season because I'm so siloed in on just my team. But it's also cool to see, your favorite players, they're going to be rocking their own uniforms again this time, not the
Which
dumbass.
is a good change.
It's a big change. Like it really is. And, even if Hunter Green gave up the game-winning home run last year, it's still cool to see, those guys compete out there. And so, yeah, I'm excited for it. It doesn't mean anything, but it's just a fun showcase.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. And I'm not sure I ever watched an All-Star game where it truly meant anything. Like, I can't remember. I watched in the 90s, but I don't know if it really meant stuff. I'm just not sure we're ever getting back to that era now that we have interleague play happening all year, every year. So I think the All-Star game's fine for what it is. I don't know. I've been thinking the last few days, like, is there anything to be done to change it? Is it worth like doing anything to change it? I'm not sure where I net out there, Deej.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think that there's I don't think it means all that much, but I don't think it has to. It's just a nice break. There's a little bit of pride of seeing your guy go, playing next to all those other guys out on the field. That's always fun. It feels like a little bit of a video game, when you're a kid and you kind of shuffle all the rosters and what if this guy was on the team with this guy? It feels like that a little bit. So I'm with you on the home run derby lineup is sick. I don't know if this is coming out before or after, but Ronald Acuna Jr., Byron Buxton, Junior Caminero, Jazz Chisholm, which is electric for a lot of reasons, that the fantasy baseball chat's going to be popping during that. O'Neal Cruz, which is there something like all I want to do is watch him in the home run derby? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh, I think we're going to be talking about him in a minute here. Our guy Brent Rooker is in the home run derby.
Sick.
That's worth, that's reason to watch. And James Wood from the Nationals. Like that's a sick lineup, man. That's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
You want to know who plays the game right way and turned down the invite?
Who's that?
Ellie De La Cruz.
Nice.
He was invited and he decided not to do it, which was 100% the right call.
He did it last year, didn't he?
He did not.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Or did he?
He does. Did
No,
he
he
do it
didn't.
last? I thought has he not done it?
I don't think he did it last year. I can look
Maybe
that up
not.
though.
You know, I was looking up just random shit earlier today, and you were joking, Sully, about how well Rooker sees Tarek Skubal.
He did not do it last year, but yes.
Okay. You were joking about how well Rooker sees Tarek Skubal, and maybe should have him pitch in the home run derby. And hardest hit home run ball that Skubal's given up this year was our guy Rooker, 110.
Dude, when you get the 100% ha tag rate on an iMessage you send,
yeah,
our little Seamsters chat with Brent, that was the highlight of my day of that day. Honestly, thank you guys.
Yeah, guys, you know what I will cop to? I am a fan of the All-Star Celebrity Softball game.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
It's back this year.
See what the lineup is here.
I think this is the goal for next year. I think we have to get spots in the All-Star Celebrity game.
That's an amazing goal.
Yeah, so that's we have a year. So we're back this year with I'm just going to read you these and tell me how many of these people you've heard of. The one captain is Team Jermaine Dupree.
Of course. Yeah, of course. 1492?
Yeah.
I know, of course.
Isn't the All-Star game in Atlanta too? Isn't that the whole? I'm guessing that's the reason.
Oh, good call. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now because the other captain is Javi Lopez. So yeah. Okay.
Who would you rather play for?
The other captain's Ted Turner.
Team Jermaine Dupree is Candy Burris from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. We have Quavo, the rapper. Quavo. J.I.D., a 3-time Grammy nominated rapper. We need Jordan Perez on here. We have CC Sabathia, Harry Douglas, who's I guess a former Atlanta Falcon. Elle Duncan, I know she was from Atlanta. Drewski.
Sure.
Okay. Jordan Childs, a gymnast. Natasha Watley, Michael Kelly as an actor from House of Cards, Terrell Owens, that's great, Dashka Polanco, and Funny Marco. That's your team, Jermaine Dupree. And then quickly, Team Javi Lopez, Ronnie DeVoe, Storm Reed from Euphoria, Eladio Carrion, Young Miko, Prince Royce, Mike Towers, Wizen,
sure,
Jake Story Alley, which I think that's John Boy.
The John Boy guy, yeah.
Yeah. Maria Taylor, TC's girl. Nikki Cass.
That's Neil's guy, the influencer, the Rhoback guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
This guy they list as simply Capital One Bank guy.
The guy from the Capital One commercials.
Sick. That's your guy,
Randy.
Jerry Lorenzo and Jenny Finch. So guys, I think we push to get on team next year.
That's great.
Yeah, I think at least start kind of putting it out in the universe. So like we would be open to it.
Yeah. Randy has been so inspired in general since AJ saw him throw with his 3/4 release and like gave him compliments on it. Randy's like,
he was gassing me up.
I want to show this off.
He was gassing me up in the parking lot.
Imagine
I'll
Randy,
never forget that, AJ.
Randy getting in a tussle at the mound with one of the Latin Grammy winners or something. It'd be awesome.
All right. So before we get to the rosters and we're going to make our first half team, I had a question, a little homework for the boys here. Question, what is the most surprising team and the most surprising player for you in the first half? And DJ, if you don't mind, I'm going to put you on the spot. What are your answers to those?
I am going to go with, you could take this positive surprise or negative surprise. I'm going to go positive surprise. I'm going to go with our Tigers, big. Yeah. Sully didn't believe in them. We just kept saying how fun they were. We didn't give a lot of other details. We just knew they were going to be fun. They were projected to win 83.5 games, I think was their over-under, and now it looks like they're going to win like 97. I mean, it's like they I believe have the best record in baseball, leading the division by 13 games. Their run differential, we were talking about the Blue Jays leading the division with a +20. I think they're +108, second only to the Cubs. Team ERA is killer. Their pitching is just destroying people. Skubal's been great, that. But then, like Zach McKinstry's been awesome. Riley Green's been great. Gleyber Torres finding a home there has been awesome. Javi Baez is an all-star. again, they got 5 all-stars on the team, and there's just, I think we knew kind of, oh, the pitching's solid. They added Jack Flaherty. The bullpen's going to be great, and is all other, are all the other pieces going to click and like click? They have all clicked, and it's very impressive, man. I did not see it coming quite to that degree, but couldn't happen to a better fan base. I feel like Detroit embraces it. It's a fun city, fun team. As mentioned, must credit the Seamsters on that one. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. Unfinished biz a little bit from that run last year.
Where
I
you got
yeah,
to
I
think
totally
that
agree.
they're primed to buy, right? I mean, you get that big of a lead. I don't want to say that they're outperforming what they should be doing, but they have to be. Like they're not they're
If
not the
not
best
now,
team in baseball.
if not now, when?
Yeah,
What?
so you
Yeah.
have a chance. I mean, they're 21st in bullpen war right now. Like that seems like a pretty much the almost everybody's looking for bullpen help at the deadline. I don't know why teams don't just load up on bullpen stuff in the offseason and then just have assets to trade when everybody's shopping for it.
Well,
But anyways, they're
I
going to be
know.
buying that. Like they're that's an easy spot to upgrade, and I'll be curious to see if the offense. They're 7th at best in offense so far this year. I'd be curious if they can ride that all the way out to the end of the year.
Their big hole, I mean, just looking at their lineup is at shortstop, offensively at least, right? And I'm not sure if they need to add offense, but that to me just eye test, right? Trey Sweeney is negative 0.2 WAR at the moment, 69 OPS plus. I mean, that's probably the position you're looking to upgrade, but yeah, you can never have enough pitching and like maybe going to get a legit second starter to slot right behind Scooble would be my suggestion too. Just having like a really formidable 1-2 because Flaherty, Mize, Olsen, like they're all I feel like they're really good for what they need in the regular season, but none of them instill like confidence going to win a game in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm super interested what the Tigers do. Fun team though. And I'll say, looking at their record, the one thing that I guess sticks out a little bit is in against the National League, they're 17-13, which means against the American League, they're 42-22.
American
I'm
League's not really a real league anymore. It's
I'm
kind of,
I'm
you know,
I'm guessing, yeah, they beat up on some bad teams. I would probably think they have a little tougher schedule in the second half, so we'll see.
Who was Big? Who was your team?
My team, I had the Tigers in consideration there, of course. But let's go this way. On the downside, the Atlanta Braves, man,
yeah.
are just bad. And I I just can't quite buy that it's like a talent issue, which leads me to believe
Do
I
it.
don't know if
Do
we
it.
have some malcontents. I don't know if,
Oh,
Solly's going to be proven right that there was a large cheating scandal that we're going to hear about someday. The bullpen's been bad. Iglesias has kind of lost his closing role and blown some games. So that's been tough. But God, they're 40-52. I think they're on, what are they on? Some type of losing streak at the moment. They should just be better, right? They've gotten Spencer Strider back. Chris Sale's having a really nice year. Spencer Schwallenbach's having like a really nice year. Acuna's come
Junior's
back and
back.
lit the world on fire. I haven't watched enough of them. So Braves fans, let me know. But it just seems like something's a little rotten there. I love Drake Baldwin, their young catcher. So yeah, they have pieces. It's just
TC's
I'm not sure if we
TC's
need a
guy
manager change, kick in the ass, what?
well,
TC's guy
Michael
Rick
Harris is
Profar is back, which is
yeah.
exciting.
Michael Harris has truly been one of the worst players in Major League Baseball. He has a 44 WRC plus and 356 plate appearances. Like they're still giving him chance after chance after chance after chance.
Because they paid the shit out of him. Yeah,
Well, not
that's
really. They actually got him for free. Like he's cheap, but they paid him for a long time.
I guess, yeah.
Alex Verdugo did not work out very well for them. Ozzie Albies stinks as well. Austin Riley's not the all-star version that he's been before. Marcelo Zuno's kind of come back to earth a little bit. Olsen's still been raking, and Acuna's been awesome, but they're just not that good, man. Like as the person that picked them to go to the World Series,
One of the people.
we're not allowed to take the Dodgers. That was what we did in our preview. That's going to qualify. They're projected to miss their over under by under 15.5 games. They're the biggest projected miss as of right now. So I'd have to. You guys picked my two surprising teams, which were the Tigers and the Braves as well. But to close the book on that, Michael Harris has signed 8 years, $72 million deal that ends in 2030. So it's only an average of $9 million a year, but for many years, it's kind of like the Cabrian Hayes contract for the Pirates.
Yeah, I'll say what the Pirates or the Braves run differential is. What is it? Even their Pythag is 46-46, so they're 6 games under what their expected win loss would be at the moment, which is very bad. A lot of that's their record in 1-run games. They're 11-23. So again, you can kind of, I don't know, point to the bullpen, just lack of situational offense. Maybe it's not good. Their road record's terrible. Solly, another data point for you. I guess I'll be curious what they
Really
do at the deadline too, right? If they kind of want to, I don't think it's a tear down, but kind of see what they do with this roster and
reset.
If they want to gut it a little bit and reset it, yeah.
Yeah, they could trade Ozuna. Everyone's going to be looking for a bat of some kind. Chris Sale they have a club option for him for next year at $18 million, but essentially, would somebody be really interested in a year and a half of Chris Sale? I think could be a premium paid for that as well. It will be interesting. I'm surprised to see them in this situation. I know that.
I think Sean Murphy is definitely on the market. They're what they thought would be their starting catcher. So yeah. Solly, where did you go for this?
I had
one?
those two teams. The 4 teams that are overperforming the best. I all had them going under their over under. Those are the Tigers, the Blue Jays, the Marlins, and the Cardinals. Those are the teams that are like the safest to go over their over unders for the year. The teams that I thought would stink, the Braves are the biggest one, but so far I'm looking like a hit on the Rockies, Orioles, Dodgers, Guardians, Pirates are all safely under their projections as of now. But I think the Blue Jays would fit into that surprise things that are going on. But I do want to give a shout to the Marlins too. They're a
playing ball,
weirdly better ball club than I would have ever thought they would be or should be. So shout out to the data guy, Bendrix, the GM, who, I have, as a data appreciator, I have to, of course, shout him out.
Any players?
Yeah,
why don't you shout out?
Why don't you kick off the players, Sally?
You're neither of you going to like it. I mean, Cal Raleigh's an obvious one, but I got to give it to my guy, Yeet Crow Armstrong. The guy's going to go 40-40 this year, and he's we'll see. Probably. And he's going to do it as the best defensive center fielder in the game. Like, this is a dude that we had pretty serious exit velocity concerns with last year, on top of like not a good walk rate at all. Like, I just don't think anyone could have seen it come together for a 139 WRC plus to this point. Randy tried to shit on his June numbers, which was like a 122 WRC plus, which is way above league average.
Did he take a walk?
Does it matter?
He's not taking,
not taking enough walks.
He's going to trade him like Jackson Chourio.
Sure. For me, it matters. But I understand what the hard data says. But for me, it raises my spidey senses long term, and when we're looking out over the
long term,
years.
Sure, but like it's lasting kind of a long. Honestly, I kind of expected a little dip as of this point, but like he's the 16th best offensive player in the game so far this year as the best defender. Like, it's just kind of a, what are you thinking, Mets? For 2 months of Javi Baez, you gave this up. Like, that's such a tough deal, and he's been the biggest surprise player for me to this point. I mean, it's that or Javi Baez, I guess, would be some of the most unlikely situations I could have imagined.
Crow Armstrong sucked last year. There was nothing about that
in the first half of the year. The second half of the year, he was really good, and that was what inspired a savvy GM to draft him in the 12th round this past year. That is going to ride him all the way to a championship.
I hope you make the playoffs.
So I'll go the obvious route, and this is to make amends to all of my friends in Seattle who get mad that we don't ever talk about the Mariners. And I will shout out the obvious one, Cal Raleigh. Obviously has been not surprising in a like what? Who the hell is this guy? He's been really good in his first 2 full seasons, but he hasn't been this good, man.
No.
It's like again, without Aaron Judge, it's like pretty clear MVP stuff, except for Aaron Judge is playing a different game, which is kind
Yeah.
of a Scotty Scheffler thing where it's like, yeah, I mean, we could just keep talking about like how he's just literally in a different universe, but that's not, I don't really know how to keep saying that. So we'll go down one full tier to the top of the rest of the players, and that's Cal Raleigh. So like I said, he's already like a 4 WAR player, and now he's upped his, I mean, like in the seasons before this,
Yeah.
and now he's upped his walk rate by 5%, dropped his strikeout rate by 5%. OPS, I think this first full, like 3 full seasons, his OPS was like 760. This year it's over 1,000. Batting average is way up. Also like switch hitting catcher, hits the ball
I
all over
was
the field.
when I see a highlight of him hitting right-handed home runs,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, keep forgetting you're a switch hitter.
And so just like especially with Julio is still kind of not scuffling, but I mean he's just not been the guy that everybody thought he was when he signed the
Just
billion-year contract.
stinky.
Very important for this guy to go, and he has gone. He's hitting, yeah. He's what?
Well,
36 home runs, 76 RBIs, low-key 9 stolen bases, kind of out of
I
nowhere. Like
know.
not even I don't even know how that happened. It's just a lot of pretty. You
The
just got to tip your
big
cap to the big
Dumper.
dumper. I know.
Yeah,
Stealing
Yeah.
bags. He might go
I'm
40-40.
Get on his horse.
I think that 36 home runs at the time of recording is on pace for 62 or 63 home runs over 162 games. And I believe to go along with that, something like 130 some RBIs is what he's projecting to. I mean, it's insane, Deej. I'm with you. I had him on my list. It's like, dude's not missing it. Our guy's seeing it big right now. I think just not missing. That's a good one.
I will just
Yeah.
again, like as good as he has been, like Aaron Judge also might win the Triple
Yeah.
Crown still. Like straight up. Aaron Judge is batting 356, 34 home runs instead of 36, and 78 RPIs. OPS I think almost 1,200. Like it's
More
a
to come
joke.
there. Yeah, more to come there.
He's due for a regression. Brady's selling in the second half.
No, he's due for a
Brady's just
federal
not seeing it.
investigation.
That walk rate.
Yeah, there's something fishy with Judge, but no, what was I gonna say? Cal Raleigh. Okay, I'll go. My player is on the downside. This is a player that has surprised me for how bad he is. And I'm sorry.
Give us some hints. Give us some hints.
Okay, was an all-star last year. Is in his age 30 season this year. Has actually been I think he's a 2-time all-star in his career. Age 30 season, outfielder in the National League. Plays for a moribund franchise.
Brian Reynolds.
It is Brian Reynolds.
Yeah.
He's been awful this year.
Yeah.
To the tune of negative 0.7 WAR. He's got a 662 OPS, which is good for an 84 OPS plus.
It's a good reminder. I should update my fantasy roster here.
Is he on your team?
I really like Brian Reynolds. This is a guy that I've like wished the Reds would go after.
I know. I like him too.
I'd trade for him tomorrow, Randy. The super nerd in me. His WOBA right now is 290. His expected WOBA is 357. Like he's hitting the ball like as hard as he always does. He's just had way shittier luck so far this year.
Change of scenery candidate.
Yeah. Everybody has these metrics now. You can't sneak that by anybody anymore, but he is primed for a better second half, I would have to think.
Yeah. Just it's been like a really solid bat, and
he's annoying to play against.
Yeah, just like the professional hitter stereotype. So that was mine. Sorry, what direction did you go?
Carl Armstrong was mine. Do you want me to pick somebody?
I'm sorry. Who have we not? Oh, I guess that's the end. Yeah, if you guys have anybody else, but we can move on. Sorry, I forgot that you started with.
I would say Luis Robert Jr. being like not like a borderline, not a major leaguer. Has been a surprise.
Not really fun for anybody.
No, I mean, I'd still think a change of scenery candidate, but the underlyings are really, really, really not pretty there. I think anybody that leaves that wretched organization though, would get a bounce of some kind. But
dude, the Andrew Vaughn thing is so funny. Like as soon as I saw that trade, For those that don't follow the Brewers or the White Sox very closely, let me fill you in. Aaron Savali, kind of a fourth, fifth starter for the Brewers, was going to get moved to the bullpen because Mizorowski was coming up and Brandon Woodruff was going to pitch. Seemed like a good decision to move. Looking back here to move Savali out of those roles for those guys. So he was kind of saying like, please trade me because I want to keep my role as a starter and I want to get my next contract and yada, yada, yada. And so they're like, great. If we, you want to get traded, I know just the place. Sent him to Chicago in exchange for Andrew Vaughn and I think some cash maybe or something. And Andrew Vaughn right to AAA, got called up when Rhys Hoskins got hurt. And he's just like, he was always one of my favorite White Sox players. Like he first round pick, I think he was like a third overall pick, all the talent in the world, hits the fuck out of the ball, plays pretty good defense at first base, and just has been so stinky and anonymous the last couple of years. And it was just like flashing red lights, like change of scenery, change of scenery, change of scenery. It comes up, and I was joking with you guys, but of course, it's a 3-run homer in his first at bat with the Brewers
against the Dodgers too, wasn't it?
Yes, against the Dodgers, against Yamamoto.
So annoying.
And then hits like
So Brewers.
basically what turned into a go ahead double, like kind of like a game winning double in the 7th, 8th inning type thing. The next night, so it's just been a delightful situation. So to your point, get Luis Robert out of there, and maybe the OPS goes up above 600 at least.
I will not subscribe to this. Andrew Vaughn is going to be a positive contributor. Like this guy stinks at
Go
baseball.
ahead. Underestimate me. Team
I will die on this one. And if I need to ServPro that one by the end of the year, that's fine. But I'm not letting the Brewers black magic Wuhan labs start trickling into backup first baseman. That
have you guys seen?
play defense.
He's not a backup. He's an everyday first baseman. He's played every day in the majors for the last
he has
3
a
years.
negative career WAR. Like he's a below replacement level player.
Great.
You're not going to get away with this.
Hasn't been in the right spot.
You're not going to get away with this.
It is everything. I wouldn't give up on him, Deej.
No, hell no. You guys, let's just see. Let's just watch how it goes. Speaking of the Wuhan lab, have you guys gotten the Mizorowski experience yet? Have you seen it?
I have not watched
How did
it.
you not pick him up in fantasy? Like you let me have him.
No, too much respect for I don't want to put my thumb on the scale. I'm going to stick with Brian Reynolds instead.
Is he the real deal?
I don't know, man. Looks pretty.
What's the eye test saying?
Looks pretty fucking real. I was at the game the other night. The one him versus Kershaw.
That's tasty.
Which was fun. Yeah, I mean, almost a pitch away from an immaculate inning. Like first 6 outs were all strikeouts. I think it just ended up with 12 in 6 innings, and it's just the one that really struck me, and you guys might have seen it going around, was the Pitching Ninja posted the one against Mookie Betts, the 97-mile-an-hour slider. It just is like, dude, how do you not swing at that? And like, there's no way you can't swing, and there's no way you can hit it. It's like, it's just impossible stuff, man. It's really fun to watch.
That's always what I think. Like Graham Ashcraft should look like, Solly. Like he's got stuff, but the stuff doesn't play. Like
are we comparing Graham Ashcraft's little 5'9" little ass with Jacob Mizorowski?
Well, I watch Graham Ashcraft. It's like, oh my god, 93-mile-per-hour slider. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. These guys are all just squaring it up.
Mizorowski's also like 38 feet from home plate when he lets go of the ball. It's just
so.
Sorry, that's a cheap shot at Ashcraft.
Yeah, it was totally unnecessary. So since June 1st, I don't know exactly when the Miz came up, but if you filter for anybody,
he's pitched 5 times, so whatever that
25 and a half innings is what he's, or and 2/3 is what he's got. He is leading the major leagues in stuff plus. He is at 127 stuff plus on his fastball, 118 on his slider, 133 on his curveball. Huh?
Yeah.
Like that's not really fair. And locating it at 101, like he's been absolutely filthy.
And it's been kind of funny just to watch like the reaction, especially in Milwaukee. You have like a lot of like old school baseball fans, and there's a lot of just like, I don't know. He's throwing that fastball middle a lot. Let's see what happens next time through the lineup. I don't know. He got away with that one. I don't know. Just wait. These guys are going to catch up to it, and then you get to like the 6th, 7th inning, and those same people are just like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. They can't hit this guy.
I mean, the NL Central Skeens is on a different level. The Miz is off to an incredible start. Chase Burns obviously had a horrific second start, but like his...
Do we think it was tipping? Are you buying that? I think I buy that.
I think
Boston.
so. I mean, they were all over it, and the Phillies were absolutely not, and the Yankees were swinging and missing on everything. His slider, I mean, his all the nerdy stats are off the charts as well. He hasn't quite had the loud start that Mizorowski's had, but I think he's the kind of guy that a little bit of refinement of some of his location, and he's like a very, very, very serious pitching prospect that I'm excited we get to see a lot of the second half.
All right, well let's go to the All-Star rosters. Let's build our first half team. Just so people are aware, your starting lineups. I'll read them real quick for the National League. Will Smith at catcher, Freddie Freeman at first base, Ketel Marte at second, Manny Machado at third, Francisco Lindor shortstop, and then your outfielders, the aforementioned Yeet Crow Armstrong. You have Kyle Tucker, Ronald Acuna, and your DH is Shohei Ohtani. And then over in the National League, your catcher, Cal Raleigh, first base, Vladdy, second base, Gleyber Torres, Jose Ramirez at third, Jacob Wilson. I was happy for Jacob Wilson at shortstop.
Stud.
And then the outfielders, Aaron Judge, Riley Green, Javi Baez, and the DH is the Orioles' Ryan O'Hearn. So, guys, there are three of us, okay? So I think we vote on each position. So you got to whip some votes. Maybe we got to do some horse trading, but
Can we
and
declare
it doesn't
this?
just have to be out of the starters.
Can we declare this
either.
the official Seamsters Union? What would we call it? The
All MLB
all
team.
first half.
The all
first
MLB
90
team
games, yeah.
first half.
First 90 games. Yeah.
First 90, some 91,
First
some
94
93
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can probably advance Cal Raleigh as a catcher without much discussion.
We could
Do we
move
have
right
votes?
on
Okay.
by
Here,
that
here.
one. I'm
Unanimous.
willing
We
to.
have-
I'll
have
give you that one if you
three
give me
votes
some of
there.
mine later on.
I think first base is an interesting discussion.
Anyone
You
want
know,
to nominate somebody?
I think it's very easy.
I had
We don't have to.
I had
We
Pete
don't have to
Alonso.
love it either, but it's Yeet Alonso as well.
That's who I had to. OPS over 900. I mean, it's just he's unfortunately really good. I was looking at the baseball savant stuff I sent you guys earlier. Is really fun. It's like Cam Champ or one of the like just absolute crazy ball speed guys. Just plays no defense, can't run, but just 99th percentile in like every barrel metric possible.
I think you guys
is
will
that
like.
Schwarber's game too. Like I feel like he and Schwarber are kind of the same dude.
Well, Schwarber is the luxury of not actually going out into the field. Pete's at least got to hold down first base,
Yeah.
but I tried not to lock myself into the war mode while putting together this team.
But
But
then
I went
anyway.
I went a level deeper with this, and kind of an in dispute. So war, I think, is a really great stat at encompassing all of your abilities as a player. But it is, if you hit a grand slam when you're up 10-0 versus down by 3, it counts it the same. So it's not taking into account situational baseball, like that, the effects you've had on your team, on your game to this point. But what stat does do that is win probability added. So what I did is combine my analysis on all this stuff, and it was like, all right, if you racked up a ton of war, but you haven't really done it the right times, or it hasn't been really of value, then that dinged you a little bit. So I'm saying this all to say, Yeet Alonso, 3.1 war, 3.65 wins added in terms of just from his at-bats, just like the products of his at-bats. So they've been at really crucial times, and he's been a massive difference maker for the Mets. It's an easy one for me.
Randy, I know you don't have the vote.
Yeah.
Anyone else you would like to nominate for the historical record?
Well, if you look at WAR, Alonso's at 2. I'm going off Fangraphs. Solly, remind me, is Fangraphs the good one or the bad one
Yes,
for
that is the
position
good one.
players? Okay, so Pete Alonso, Fangraph WAR, F WAR 2.9 at the moment. He's tied with Matt Olson. So
he got
I do
dinged overnight. He was 3.1 last night. I don't know what happened.
and I'll say that his defense is horrendous.
Yeah,
like he's, I think, maybe statistically the worst first baseman of anybody qualified. So I don't really need a ton of defense at first base. I don't think so. I'm happy to go with Pete Alonso, but just wanted to shout out Matt Olson having a good year for the Braves, which again makes some of their struggles a little bit more head scratching.
And I looked at that too, Randy, and the tiebreaker there, Matt Olson, 1.68 wins added, win probability added, so 2 wins behind Alonso. So that was where the tiebreaker went for me.
Out of curiosity, what's Michael Busch, if you have that available.
His
'Cause
win probability added?
He's third in WAR at 2.6. Yeah, what would his?
Weren't you shitting all over Michael Bush?
I was. That's why I'm
You
a little
think he's
curious.
really
But he
good?
just had a game with 3 home runs.
1.14.
Yeah, he's empty calories. All right, so it's going to be Pete Alonso at first base, which brings us to second base. I think another somewhat interesting discussion, perhaps.
I think this was open and shut case Johnson for me.
So just your WAR leader right now is Solly's boy Brendan Donovan of the Cardinals at 2.7. Tel Marte has 2.6. Nico Horner for the Cubs, who I don't like, has 2.4. Gleyber Torres has at 2.3. Bryce Terang for the Brewers at 2.
I think that's where Solly was going. I think was Bryce Terang.
Oh, you know how I'm sorting it, Solly? I'm sorting it as a positional
Yeah,
split. So as a second baseman, these
so
are
I
their numbers.
was gonna say I've got Marte at a 3.3 WAR, which is kind of blowing everybody else away.
I had Marte. I had Marte
Yeah,
as well. I was hoping that was your open and shut case. He's. I know he missed a
Yeah.
big chunk in the first half of the first half, but I mean, just continues to be like the most underrated player in baseball, probably.
Yeah, 168 WRC plus is best among second basemen. 3.3 WAR is almost a full win above everybody else, and his win probability added is the highest of all second basemen.
What about, do we want Xavier Edwards as just a top of the lineup pest? My guy Xavier.
Who is we in this situation? Because that's a really
I'm looking
important
at you,
question.
man.
No,
God, I
it's
love Xavier's
interesting,
game.
Big. I think as a Wikipedia page receiving votes, I think hell yeah, man, throw him in.
Okay. All right.
Did you apologize for your love of Xavier Edwards yet, or no?
No, I won't. I
You're
fall more
you're
in love with
doubling
him
down
every
on
day.
this. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah. I love his game.
I think shortstop might be a little feisty here.
Well, hold on. Let's do third base just because it's next on my sheet.
Okay.
So third base, your prime candidates: Manny Machado, Jose Ramirez, Matt Chapman, Alex Bregman. God, it's too bad he got hurt. He had a great start to the season. It's probably
Ramirez.
It's Ramirez.
I think I just pulled up the head-to-head between him and Machado, which I think is kind of the balance. Jose wins out in WAR, home runs, stolen bases 25-8, 10 points higher batting average. On base is 10 points higher, 15 points higher. Slugging's way higher. OPS then obviously way higher. OPS plus 143 to 132. I mean, it's both having very, very good seasons, but Jose's the dude.
Yeah, I was going to give an actual nod towards Eugenio Suarez. Like he has had his WRC plus is just barely behind Jose's. His defense just barely behind. His WAR is a full win behind, but win probability added, they're like almost mirroring each other. So he's had a wild 29 home runs, big candidate to be traded here at the deadline. A lot of teams are going to be looking for a third baseman, probably a Yankee, if I had to guess. But it's Jose Ramirez. Just because I'm tired of everybody calling him so underrated, like
that's why I said that about
Marte. Underrated for 5 years. Like he's everybody knows how good Jose Ramirez is at this point.
That's why I said that about Marte. Like we're not doing it under Jose Ramirez anymore. Not underrated. Like no, one of the best players in baseball.
Yes, full stop.
I love Jose. I won't fight you guys.
Do you want to get it? Do you want to get a nominee out there? Also receiving votes was,
I think, Alex Bregman.
Just the right thing to do.
How good he was until he got hurt.
Yeah,
I just want that to be on the record.
All right, you Big, you lead the way on shortstop.
Okay. Shortstop is.
We can do this.
I know what the numbers.
We got the votes, man. We can do it.
It's Bobby Witt Jr., it's Ellie De La Cruz, it's Francisco Lindor, it's Trey Turner, it's Jacob Wilson, if that's your speed.
Oh, that's what you're going to try to do? Get out of here.
I think it'd be irresponsible not to go with anybody but Bobby Witt Jr.
Sure.
Is my pick.
That is the right answer, Randy. That's
just not fun.
It's just not fun. I know. You could talk me into, I just have loved the growth that Ellie has shown this year. part of me would love to reward him.
Can I hit you with
But
a
his
couple of
defense has slid, Randy, and Bobby's 15 outs above average at shortstop, which is massive and the most important position on the field, and just not something I'm willing to overlook at this point. Like, it's just such a joke.
big? Can I give you a couple contact stats?
Yeah, please.
Jacob Wilson, when swinging at balls inside the strike zone, hits it 94% of the time. When swinging at balls outside of the strike zone, 85% of the time. That's crazy stuff. Aaron
He's so
Judge, for
good.
comparison, 79% inside the strike zone, 34% outside the strike zone, which maybe just doesn't swing it, bad pitches very much. But Luis Ariz is literally 95% of the time outside the strike zone. He hits the ball 97% of the time inside. But I was going to vote for my contact hitting king, Jacob Wilson, hitting 335, 111
He's a
hits.
stud.
But
I
of
love this
course,
dude.
it's Bobby
Yeah.
Witt.
I appreciate the nod. I'm definitely willing to give an honorable mention nod, and that he's not Luis Arias. He's a way better player than Luis Arias. Before you try to paint me into the corner on those two being equal, I'm just going to get out in front of that. I know I could see it from a mile away. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
What we got left?
Bobby Witt.
Outfield?
Bobby Witt's really good. Yeah, we need 3 outfielders.
We got a good team, guys.
God, I just don't know if you're gonna love.
So let's start with the
out here in
obvious.
outfield.
Let's start with the obvious. I think Aaron Judge, right? Does anybody want to make a case for Aaron
No, I
Judge?
think Aaron
not
Judge
being
is it.
included?
I'll go
I
ahead.
think we could do
I'll
that
go
one.
the
But the
record
next,
right. Yeah.
we're gonna make you say it, Randy. You got to do it.
We're gonna do that.
I'll give you my other two were Cubs.
I see. I specifically went against one of them because I couldn't let the second one be a Cub. I just chose to break my model.
That's real baseball writer stuff.
Yeah. It was trying to figure out a way to give Cal Raleigh the MVPs, like that stuff that's going on.
I have a couple of guys I want to let maybe we go around and we nominate somebody and we either vote them up or down.
Okay.
This doesn't have to be the final vote.
Okay.
I want to nominate James Wood from the Nationals. I think he's having a hell of a season. He's 22 years old.
He's in my
really
top
good
3.
Offense. I would like to further the discussion on James Wood.
He's in my top 3. 3.9 WAR is good enough for third amongst all outfielders. 3.14 win probability added. 156 WRC plus. All this, 14% walk rate. He's just an absolute stud. He would makes my all MLB team. So thank you, Randy.
Okay.
Sounds like you guys got the votes on that one. I think that's a compelling case.
Where are you going?
I think Solly's probably got PCA on there as well, but I went PCA and Kyle Tucker were my other two in addition to Judge. And I haven't done the head to head on James Wood and Tucker, but
it's really close. They have they're both at 3.9 WAR. They're separated by 6 points at WRC plus. The win probability added is like 0.05 off from each other, like incredibly close. They're essentially the same player. They have the same exact on base percentage, same exact batting average. Wood gets him a little bit on slugging, and Tucker gets a little boost on the ballpark not being quite as good in Chicago.
But you hate stolen bases too.
Well, it just doesn't tell a ton about your value. But Tucker has 22, Wood has 12. But yeah, I don't hate stolen bases. PCA is going to steal 40 bags. That's part of the deal. What makes him an easy number 2 for me.
Is Ellie still hurt? Is he stealing less bags still?
He's stealing less bags.
Yeah, he's stealing less bags.
Why. There has to be an injury or something going on there.
And he's just not quite as aggressive on the bases this year.
The Reds aren't in general. Yeah.
I
don't really understand it. But
guys, I will put my pride aside. I'm willing. You can't get me there with Tucker, but I will compromise with PCA.
Okay, that's fair. I kept Tucker out specifically because I didn't want to give it to 2 Cubs.
I can meet you guys in the middle then. I think that makes sense. Aaron Judge, James Wood, and PCA. Hell of a
now,
team.
the only other name I was going to throw out, I don't know how you guys feel about missing games, but Ronald Acuna is tearing the cover off the baseball.
It's been really nice.
For sure.
Just, missed a lot of ball, Randy. He didn't qualify.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So is James Wood our third outfielder? Is there
He is.
like are we doing anybody dirty? Corbin Carroll,
South
Tatis,
South Frelick, of
Sal
course.
Frelick. Is Roman Anthony? Saul, you want to make a case for him? My guy, little
Oh,
Stevie Kwan.
I traded Roman.
Tatis.
Tatis, Carroll get some mentions, I think, in there. Brian Buxton's been amazing.
I like
Kind of only a
Riley
matter of
Green
time.
too.
Yeah.
I think he's been a big driver of that Tigers success.
Yeah.
But
Let's go with James Wood. It's an exciting list. We got a lot of youth on the list. I think that plays.
okay.
I think that works.
All right, we'll go James Wood. Well, and we could go DH anywhere, I think. I mean, I think we're gonna end up where the All-Star
With
roster did, but
with the dude.
with Shohei. But yeah, we could make room at DH for somebody else.
No, I'm gonna steer clear of the controversy there, Big. I think it's probably Shohei.
Okay. I think it is too. That's that's fair. Okay, well, these were not announced, but who is our starting pitcher? Just one starting pitcher.
Hmm.
I didn't even look this up, but I'm just going to say Scooble
Yeah.
or Skeens. It's
Skeens.
unfair. It's so unfair to discount Skeens because of his wins get taken away because the Pirates are a complete abomination.
I think we're above that at the Seamsters. We don't necessarily have to just look at wins.
Yeah, I think we can look at the whole package. Oh gosh.
I do think it's Scooble though.
Yeah, I think so
Skeens.
too.
He's so gross. That Sunday night game was awesome. He just melting people's brains.
Zach Wheeler's on
Zach
tear.
Wheeler.
I know.
We
You
saw
got
that up close.
Crochet,
Terrifying.
Solly. I thought you'd get a vote in for him.
He's been really good. You keep waiting for that UCL explosion.
God, he's got 151 strikeouts already.
Yeah, I think it's
probably Scooble.
I think it's Scooble. I think we can settle there. All right. Well,
Who's closing it out? Who are you handing the ball in the ninth?
That's a good one too.
It pains me to say that Edwin Diaz has been much better. Mason Miller's electric. I turn on any of the A's games that are close late. I love tuning in to watch him. My guy Trevor McGill has been great in Milwaukee.
Robert Suarez has been really good. Yeah, and Andres Munoz has been really good as well. But
I think this one's like, who do you trust the most?
Might be Suarez. I don't know. Suarez is good, man.
Regrettably, my heart out has come faster than I thought it would, and all
right, you gotta give us
have won over.
You got to give us a closer on the way out.
Take Suarez. That's fine. That's my guy.
I love it.
Thank you guys for having the program. I'm sorry to bounce early.
No, it's all right, Sully. We'll catch you next time. All right, boys, real quick pause here to thank our another sponsor, that is Rhoback. Rhoback Activewear. It's officially polo season, and Rhoback has our favorite polos. You've heard us all talk about them before, but we just need to say it. Best fit, best feel. Rhoback's USA collection is here, and safe to say we are fans. Fresh prints, clean stripes, new colorways, and some of your favorite products. We love wearing that red, white, and blue, and Rhoback is here for it, whether you're hitting the course, beach, or anything in between. Second, the Rhoback hoodie is our favorite hoodie, simply the most comfortable item of clothing we own. The fabric is incredibly soft. The stretch moves with your swing on a cool morning round. We can't take it off. So get ready for summer with Rhoback. Use code TRAP, TRAP, on Rhoback.com for a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Rhoback is spelled RHOBACK, Rhoback.com, and that's 20% off all polos, hoodies, and more with code TRAP.
You want to do a couple head-to-heads on the way out?
Yeah, let's do some head-to-heads. This is a new segment we're trying out. We've just been deep in the comparison game, finding fun comparisons. So we especially if you're watching this on YouTube, we have some graphics to go along where we've blacked out the identity of the player that we're comparing another player to. So, Deej, I don't know who's first up on your list, if it's one of mine or one of yours, but let's get this going.
Let's see. I'm just going to put them up. I don't know what order they're in. This looks like it's one of
Oh, this is
yours.
one of mine.
Yeah, talk
Yeah.
me through it and the listeners for those that aren't seeing it.
Yeah, for anybody that's not seeing, what
Oh,
you
so
do
I
see
think
is
we went opposites, by the way. So you're gonna give me a current player, and I gotta guess who your historical comp is?
yeah, which is tougher,
Okay.
isn't it?
That's all right.
But that is how I did it. I think I flip-flopped this, so it's not all just this setup. But
Okay.
anyway, what you're looking at is a picture of James Wood, a quick statistical accumulation of his career. Okay. He was a rookie last year, age 21. This is his second season in the big leagues, age 22 season. And actually it's a great comparison because the person that I pulled up to compare him to, these are his numbers through his first two seasons in the big leagues, which also happened to occur when he was 21 and 22 years old. So James Wood, he leads actually in WAR right now, 5.6 to 4.5. The player whose identity we're hiding leads in home runs, 45 to 33. And of course, James Wood has a second half of this year to play. So
Yeah, this guy's played
uh,
50 more games in this sample.
the on base percentage for the player blacked out, he's winning. His on base percentage is 0.391 to James Wood's 3.72. Slight slugging advantage, 493 to 491. Slight OPS advantage, 884 to 864. But OPS plus, James Wood is at 145 to this other person's 126. And they both made one All Star team. DJ, I will say this is a 21st century outfielder,
21st
and
century outfielder.
they are now retired.
Okay.
So they started very early in the 21st century. I'm trying to think of more hints that won't make it a little bit more obvious.
I can tell from so I'm gonna give the
It's
context clues.
an
I can
outfielder. He's a left fielder too, so I wanted to keep some like positional
okay.
sameness here with James Wood.
I can tell from the way you blacked out this box that they have a fairly short name. Is that
It's
right?
true. Yes, that is true.
Is it somebody who struck out a lot?
Yes, that is
Is it
true.
somebody who played for the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago
Y-
White Sox?
Yes,
I
that is
Is
true.
it Adam Dunn?
It is the big donkey, Adam Dunn. Yes, that's
Hell
exactly
yeah.
right.
God, it stacks up pretty well though. Like you said,
I know.
in a, the sample size of 50 more games or so, I think he's got a chance to surpass a lot of the big donkey's numbers.
Yeah.
God, that's
That's
good stuff.
uh that's a great guess. Good going there.
All right, let me give you one of mine. Before I do, I included this. I didn't black this out. My guy Dom talks about a lot on his radio show here in Milwaukee. And this is if you're looking at if you're not looking at the screen, this is Jackson Churio versus Robin Yount. The Jackson Churio, of course, the 21-year-old Brewers phenom locked up to the long-term deal. And Robin Yount, the probably the most beloved, one of the most beloved Brewers of all time. This is their age 20 and 21 seasons. Okay. So for context, Yount came up when he was 18. So this is like his third and fourth years in the league
Yeah.
versus Churio's first and second years in the league, but the same age. And I include this because much like your comparison, Churio still has the second half to go. And B, even with the fact that it's still just his first year and second year versus Yount's third and fourth, and with the fact that he still has 60 games to go or whatever, like I think a lot at the end of last year, there was a lot of Jackson. Oh my God, he's the kid. He's the kid in incarnated, and he's going to be the great hope for the Brewers. And I just don't feel like you've heard a lot about him this year. And this is my using my platform, my one chance to say, hey, he's still 21 years old, and he's like kind of outperforming a lot of what maybe the best ever did. So I'm just flagging that. I don't know what
Well,
that means for the next 15 years of his career, but dude has been very, 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 very good in a very short time.
that is true. A couple things immediately jump out to me. Robin Yount, I mean, just a different type of baseball, right? Robin Yount had 6 home runs combined in
Yeah.
these two seasons. So he's trailing Churio there. Batting average, very similar, 270 for Yount, 268 for Churio. And OPS plus is where, yeah, Yount had just no power. He was an 85 OPS plus, even in a more not a dead ball era, but certainly a more small ball era to Churio's 115 OPS plus. So I think you're right, DJ. I think it's a little bit what's going on with like, I feel like Julio Rodriguez and you just like these phenoms, right? It's like if they don't set out on like a Juan Soto, oh my God, immediate first ballot, no doubt Hall of Fame
Right.
trajectory, I think it's easy for the fans to almost feel a sense of disappointment. But that's not fair because as you show, like Robin Yount, it took him a while to really find his footing and develop into the Hall of Fame player he would turn out to be.
Yeah,
So
and
I guess
different
just a
style of
caution,
players.
like give these
Yeah,
guys some
no,
time.
exactly, and
Yeah,
it's
these
just
young
hard
guys.
to sustain the excitement, I think is my
I think that's right
big
too.
takeaway,
Yeah.
just kinda showing up every
Yeah.
day and being, like, a good bit above average is not that exciting, and,
Yeah.
but you do it for
But
15 years,
it's
and
like
you get a
compound
pretty good career.
investing though, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that stuff adds up.
Alright, big. I went the flip side. I'm appealing to your heartstrings here.
Ooh, I love this
We're gonna
one.
look at, famous Reds second baseman Brandon Phillips, hell of a player,
I
uh,
could pick it.
and this is, I believe, his first 8 seasons versus the 8 seasons of the contemporary second baseman that I am
Contemporary second baseman.
stacking
Okay,
him up
so
against here.
yeah, let me read out some stats for the folks. This contemporary player is leading in WAR, 31.2 to BP's 18.5. Very similar, like power profile, counting stats, home runs fairly even, RBIs very even. Not as many stolen bases. Brandon Phillips 139 to this player's 61. OPS plus this player 119. Brandon Phillips 96. Both are a couple time All Stars. Brandon Phillips 3 Gold Gloves. This player does not have any Gold Gloves.
Which surprised me.
Both have a Silver Slugger. Okay, so this person 8 years in, good player.
I think I got it. I'm back, by the way.
Oh Jesus, Ollie.
I got meltdowns have
Yeah,
subsided
no,
here
go
for a
ahead. I
second.
love it. Who
I
you
have just
got?
complete. Is it Chase Utley?
It is not. Sorry, you missed the beginning. It's a
Okay.
contemporary player, someone who's playing right now.
Contemporary player. Got it. Is it a second baseman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. LCS.
Where does my mind go? Second baseman.
Marcus Simeon?
No, not Marcus Simeon. Let me know if you guys want any hints.
Is it Marte?
It is Marte. I was just about to
Wow.
say he
Yeah.
is on the NLU all 94 first team, first 94 all MLB team, whatever we called it. Yeah, Ketel Marte. There you have it.
I don't know what. Yeah. Again, baseball. It's so much. Baseball just changes, man. It ebbs and flows. The type of game it is.
That's all you want to
So
do.
I'm like,
Yeah.
imagine.
Sorry, I prepared all of mine, so that's why I wanted to make sure I could come back for this segment if I could.
Like,
I got some
imagine if
fun
Brandon
ones coming
Phillips
up.
was in his prime today. I feel like he'd be way more valued than maybe he was. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Do we have one of Solly's?
I got two. I can run through these if you guys want.
Please.
Yeah,
I
please.
have some fun with some of the baseball reference stuff, but I've done some holding back of a couple things here. I'm not expecting you to be able to guess who either of these two players are, but I'm just going to give you two careers. Both of these guys played at least 1,700 games. One guy on the right obviously played 2,600 games. The guy on the right has 3,000 hits. The guy on the left has 1,900 hits. But the guy on the left has more than double the home runs, has way more RBI, similar batting average, just a little lower on base, way higher slugging, way higher OPS, and they both have 107 OPS pluses. Before you know who either of the two players are, can you guess the career WAR of both of these players?
Oh,
Well, I'm
God.
guessing 3,000 hits.
I feel like I have a sneaky suspicion who the one on the
I'm
right is.
I
Who do you
gotta
think it
think my
is?
guy on the right could pick it. Could he field his
I
position?
feel like it's somebody who
Potentially.
played until he was very old. If he's going to play that many games, and he's going to keep that kind of batting average, and he may have been a top of the lineup slappy hitter. Is
I
that
think you might be onto something.
did he
Who
play?
could
Did
it
he
be?
play out west?
He did play out west.
Is he a Japanese player?
He is a Japanese player.
I'm guessing
Wow.
it's Ichiro.
It is Ichiro on the right. That is really well done.
Deej, that's
It's
impressive.
really impressive. I wouldn't expect you to get who either.
I
just wanted you
wasn't
to guess their
expecting that
career
either. I
WAR.
don't know why. I was just like, who has 3,000 hits and played forever? But I'm guessing the point of the exercise is probably far less WAR than the guy on the left.
Dante!
Dante
Oh my
Bichette
God.
was the guy on the left. Career WAR 5.6, and Ichiro career WAR of 60.
My guy Dante was a butcher in the field, and God, he was at the peak of the juice ball era and the juiced body era.
And his numbers were so juiced in Coors Field, so the park adjustment factors give him a 107 OPS plus. But I love this one. It's my favorite. He
That's
just
so good.
That year Dante spent in Cincinnati was one of my favorites. Early 2000s.
That was before they knew about advanced metrics.
Yes,
And
very
all that
much.
stuff.
God, that's a good one.
I actually have 3, I think, prepared. One of them, this one, I was trying to put something together on how good Ellie has been through his first age 23 season. So he's obviously on the right there, 9.2 WAR. This is A-Rod through his age 23 season, 27 wins above replacement. Before he even started juicing, A-Rod was a complete and total freak.
I was fishing in these same waters. Yeah, it's crazy.
What's been funny doing this exercise is how much you pick a guy and you're like, oh, surely this guy's going to stack up against all of these Hall of Famers. It's like, oh no, it's not even fucking close. That's why there's not that many people in the Hall of Fame, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
My last one, or kind of more of a game version of this here. Again, not expecting you to know who either of these two players are, but there are 2 players. They're both outfielders. They both are 51.1 career WAR. You can see, obviously the guy on the right has a little higher RBI, stolen bases batting average. The guy on the left, way more home runs, higher on base, higher slugging, way higher OPS plus. But the guy on the right is a Hall of Famer, won 2 rings, 10-time All-Star, 6 Gold Gloves, 6 Silver Sluggers, and the guy on the left, just a 2-time All-Star.
God, I have a feeling
400 on base percentage is no joke. Okay, hold on. Is the guy on the left active at all?
No. Neither of these players are active.
Okay.
They were outfielders around the same time. The guy on the left's a little younger, was a little later than the guy on the right.
Oh God.
I wouldn't expect you to know. I mean, I can reveal the Hall of Famer on the right.
Reveal the Hall of Famer.
This would have been an easier one to guess if you want to throw out any guesses of somebody that won 2 rings.
Well, I haven't guessed.
Can you give us like an era or
AL, 80s and 90s?
80s and 90s in the AL. Bernie Williams? No.
It's a good guess.
Is he in the Hall of Fame? I'm trying to think.
I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's right around there WAR-wise. Because I was looking him up too. I saw that.
All right, I'm going to reveal it.
All right.
It's Kirby Puckett on the right.
He spent a year at Bradley University. Did you guys know that?
One of the least deserving Hall of Famers, if I may say. Because the guy on the left is honestly like probably the most underrated player, and we all know the name. And I think I could give you guys 2 weeks, and I don't think you would guess it. Honestly, part of me wants to do that.
What team?
He played for a lot of teams. One was the Pirates. One was the Pirates, is where he started his career in Cleveland. Then he played for the Pirates, and then he played for the Padres. So really, it was just 3 teams.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, San Diego.
Correct. Started in 95, was done in 2009.
Oh my God.
51 wins above replacement. Might have been juicing his ass off also in this period, but also everybody else was and managed to just absolutely mash. He was never a below average hitter until his age 38 season.
God.
And should be in the Hall of Fame, allegedly, compared to Kirby Puckett.
I don't know. Hit us with it.
Man, I got nothing.
Brian Giles.
Giles.
Would not have got
You would have never guessed it, but like 51 wins above replacement, Brian Giles. If it was 12, I would have been like, yeah, that's what I remember about Brian Giles. 51? 50, like more than Buster Posey, I think? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Gosh,
What a
Damn.
freaking stud, man.
that's good
Huh.
stuff, man.
That guy raked. I
Yeah.
mean, he hit 30 bombs a year,
Yeah.
tons of walks. Really, really good player. So
Uh, that's good. That's a good one.
I
Those are
do have
both great.
I do have to permanently go this time, but it was a pleasure jumping back on for this segment. Thank you for having me on your program.
All right, I got one
Thank you,
more. I
Carl.
got one more for you, Big.
Okay.
On the left, you'll see a young Mark McGuire.
Strapping.
Uh, this is, I believe, through his first, I want to say 8 seasons, because I believe our
Okay.
contemporary player on the right has also played 8 seasons. Might be it's 7 or 8. I can double check my math, but this is his first however many seasons versus the number of seasons that this player has played. I believe it's 7 or 8. As you can see, Mark McGuire with a slight edge on the WAR front, 24.9 to 22.9. Our mystery man leading a lot of the other counting stats here: plate appearances, games, hits, home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, batting average. McGuire must have been taking a few more walks. Has the on base edge by 13 points there. But our guy slugging, OPS, both going in his favor as well.
5-time All-Star too for our mystery man.
Exactly. Compared to 6 for McGuire. McGuire won a title in this time. He won a
Okay,
Gold Glove and
sorry
a Silver
if I
Slugger.
missed this. Positionally, is this a outfielder you said or a first
This is a
baseman?
first baseman.
Okay, so another first baseman.
Yes.
Um 5-time All-Star just bops him. 8 years ago. This isn't like Pete Alonso, is
That's
it?
exactly who it is.
Is
That's
it?
Pete Alonso. We were kinda talking about it in
Yeah.
our all MLB team, but my god, man, guy is like, I know Mets fans, and I'm sure NL East fans, like, have fully comprehended how good he's been, but I think I'm just kinda catching up to everybody else on just how goddamn hard he's hitting the ball, and how much damage he's doing. It's
And there were
crazy.
questions whether they were gonna bring him
I
back,
know.
re-sign him.
I know, he hit that very valuable home run off Devin Williams to
That's
clinch the wild card series. It might have got his
huh.
whole contract for him.
I mean, yeah, he's I guess 2020 was the COVID year, but outside of that, I mean, it's looking like his season low in home runs is gonna be 34. I
Yeah,
mean, he's already at 21 this year. I Oof. It'll be really interesting to see how he ages
yeah.
because yeah, the just like pure power profile. Um, hmm, can he get to, is this a guy that could flirt with like the 500 home run mark?
It's it's
Perhaps.
it's interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. All right, I think you got maybe one more in here?
Yeah, if you'll bring up the one
I'm
that's
seeing this one. Oh, no, that's me actually, I think, but
that's
we
you.
can
The one I wanted to do was not that one. This one, Aaron Judge.
okay.
This one. Okay, so this is a snapshot because Aaron Judge has gone thermonuclear. I mean, he had a good career before this, but since Aaron Judge's age 30 season, which he's currently in his age 33 season. So we're essentially talking at the start of 2022. I'm drawing his age 30 through age 33, which he's in, against our mystery man here, who also I've pulled his age 30 through age 33 season. And just for the people who aren't watching, the war is very close. Our mystery man leads 33.4 to 32.8. Um, Counting stats, Aaron Judge, 191 home runs, our mystery man, 152. RBI, mystery man leads 456 to 428. Big advantage in stolen bases, 136 to 35 for the mystery man. The batting average, Aaron Judge is slightly ahead. On base percentage, close. Our mystery man 0.444 to Aaron Judge's 438. OPS plus Aaron Judge 210 to our mystery man's 177.
God,
In the
those are
4 years,
those are
our mystery
gaudy.
man made 4 All-Stars, won 3 Gold Gloves, 2 Silver Sluggers. No MVPs. Aaron Judge, 4 All-Stars, 2 MVPs, and counting, 2 Silver Sluggers. So this is a 4-year snapshot. And I mean, I'll just tell you, this is one of the game's greats. that Aaron Judge is like, I don't know, you could make an argument like outproducing, kind of in the back prime of his career.
I mean, there's a name on the when you talk all-time greats that are like where my head goes with these gaudy numbers, especially on base, 444, and the stolen bases at that potentially at that point of his career. It's also an outfielder?
He is an outfielder.
I mean, is it Barry Bonds?
It's Barry Bonds
That's
from
crazy.
1995 to 1998. I mean, Aaron Judge is just playing better than him, which is insane. This was essentially right after he got to San Francisco, like his
Yeah.
3rd year in San Francisco. Um,
God.
of course, Bonds, starting at age 36 in 2001, would go, like, to another level, which was, like, your 1.379 OPS. Uh, on base percentages ranging between 515 and 609. So, I don't know, keep your eye on if Aaron Judge is, like, has another level to get to, but it is really telling that, like, Aaron Judge is like, this is as good as it gets right now.
God. That's pretty heady stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, the Bonds, like, yeah. Anytime you want to dive into the Bonds baseball reference, it's
it's so
there's some
stupid.
stuff that like really feels like it's typos. Um,
Oh, yeah.
you want to do one
I
more? I got one more.
Yeah, if you got one more you like, let's do it.
All right. Uh, this is we're gonna compare Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre to our mystery man. Mystery man
Okay.
is again, this is a player in the league right now who is
Right now.
north of 60
Okay.
WAR. He has
Jeez.
played, yeah, I believe again, I think this is Beltre's, again, career, same sample size. However many, I think our mystery guys played 10 years, I want to say 11 years, something like that. And
Okay.
this is Beltre's first, however many years, same sample size. Beltre with a slight lead in RBIs and stolen bases, just very slight, 10 more RBIs and 7 more stolen bases. But our guy's leading pretty much everything else except for hits. Our guy clearly just went over 2,000 hits. He's got 2,004 hits in this window, 358 home runs, batting average of 280 for his career to
158's a
Beltre's
lot.
276. On base 339, 10 points higher than Beltre. Slugging is higher than Beltre. OPS is higher than Beltre. OPS plus is way higher than Beltre, 125 to 110. This person has not won a championship. They've had 7 All-Stars, to Beltre's 2-time All-Star and in the Hall of Fame is
That's
kind
interesting.
of interesting.
Yeah.
Couple Gold Gloves, plays a hell of a third base, I'll tell you that, and
Okay, so
and
he's a
2
current third
silvers, 2
baseman.
Silver Sluggers.
I mean, 358 home runs is a
A
lot,
lot of
and I
home
guess
runs.
what jumps out
Seems
to
like I
me
would have heard of this guy.
a little bit is I would have just based off of 60 plus WAR, and a 280 batting average and that many home runs, I would have expected a little higher on base percentage
Mm,
maybe. I'm surprised the career OPS is just 827,
sure.
but a strong OPS plus. I mean, this guy came into the league and is just producing. Who would this be? Third base, God, good fielder, good glove. Uh,
There's a misdirection pick. There's 2 guys that are pretty damn similar that are both pretty close to these numbers. You wouldn't be blamed for guessing the quote unquote wrong one.
I am thinking. Well, I'll tell you one that's on my mind, but I just don't think he's risen to this level. But he's been a good player for like that 10-year stretch. Is Nolan Arenado?
That's the incorrect one. But let me
Okay,
throw this at
but
you.
I'm fishing in some good
Let me
waters.
throw this at you. Arenado career 57.8 WAR, 1,900 hits, 351 home runs, 283 batting average, about 1,200 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases, OPS 850. OPS plus of 119. So it's like truly that I should have put both of those guys in there because they're very close.
God. Okay. So I
Fellow
gotta get
fellow National Leaguer.
Arenado. Okay, that's a big hint. Okay, so the other guy that's on my mind would be a Padre, Manny
That's
Machado.
exactly who it is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, just crazy good
Like just a
numbers.
really good ball
Yeah,
player.
yeah, and kinda one of those
Yeah.
guys that you're like, "Whoa, yeah, like, that guy probably is a Hall of Famer." It's, like, crazy. I
Yeah.
should watch him more when he's on TV, you know?
And I think that's a perfect comp with Beltre, who
Yeah,
I think was that his whole career. Like, oh yeah, no, oh yeah, Adrian Beltre, no, he's good.
yeah,
But I certainly never appreciated him enough.
totally. Just some,
Huh?
couple interesting ones there. These
Yeah,
are
Machado. That's a great one.
these are great. If you're listening, in the car or something, this again, that's kind of an itch to go check out the YouTube channel. You wanna
Let
do
us know if you like more of these, less of these. This is obviously we're looking for some segment ideas, new stuff to try.
I gotta know who this one is. I saw this
My
in the
Luis
slides.
Arise.
Yeah, I
Okay.
saw this in the slides. I gotta know who this
Yeah,
one is.
I'm obsessed with Luis Arise. I think we've covered this. Like his bat on ball skills are just from a different era. He would have been like the best player in the world if he was born 100 years ago. I love Luis Arise. So, admittedly, this is a bit of a stretch comparison, as you can tell by the war, our mystery man 35.1. And I want to say, I think this is a snapshot of like the last 5 years for Luis Arise, counting this year. So like, I think I took age 24 through current, which he's in his age 28.
Okay.
And so I did those same ages for our mystery man. The mystery man went on to be a Hall of Famer, two-time All-Star, 3 batting titles, 2 Silver Sluggers. But in these 5 seasons, the mystery man, 32 home runs. Luis Arise is at 33. Mystery man leads slightly in RBIs, 322 to 282. Stolen bases, Arise has the edge, 24 to 9. Batting average, our mystery man, a healthy lead, 352 to 318.
This
Um,
is such a weird one.
and hits, our mystery man 978 hits in this time frame. Luis Arias 948. So our mystery man would have been uh 80s, 90s, and yeah, maybe I'll stop there. I'll see where your head's at.
Gosh. I feel like it's probably just a little too early for when I got really into watching ball.
Our mystery man a little bit more power. The slugging percentage 463 to 416,
But not
and
that
also
much
the on
power.
base.
What is it, 32 home runs in 5 years?
Yeah,
4
I think
years?
he probably more doubles, and certainly took more walks. Mystery Man
But he
435 on
but
base
he didn't
to
steal any bases.
366. Yeah, but he wasn't particularly fast.
This is such a weird one. God, he hit the shit out of the ball, though. Alright, give me another hit.
You would American League, not even like you would know it. He American League player, infielder. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Hmm. Gosh. I can't square that. Crazy high batting average and crazy high OPS, but not that many
He
home
would
runs, but no speed, like, just a really weird one.
Okay, he would go on to eclipse 3,000 hits.
Hmm. I don't know. Give me this one.
And okay, I think I think he's the only person to hit a home run as his 300th hit.
Whoa,
Or his 3,000th hit, I think.
that's a good stat. Who is it?
Yeah, Wade Boggs.
Oh, God, that's a good one. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
yeah, Wade
That makes a ton of sense.
these actually happened to be Wade Boggs' first 5 years in the league. He didn't debut until his age 24, or until he was 24 in 1982.
God, just
So
hitting 350 as he's drinking 30 beers on the plane.
that's right.
That's unbelievable.
Wade Boggs did not hit below 300 until he was 34 in 1992.
Oh, man. That's great. That's a good one.
Uh, but yeah, I just Luis Ariz is my guy. He's our guy. I know we both love him, but I want to try to find a fun one with
He
him.
was when the Padres were in town, I went to the Brewers Padres game, and he's just like the perfect kind of guy that man on first, 2 outs, like Luis Ariz is coming up, you're like, whatever. Like it's fine. He's gonna hit a single or something. And
Worst
like
case, it's gonna be first and
yeah,
third. Yeah.
exactly. And then I remember there was either like a pass ball or the guy stole second. And I was like, "Oh, shit." Like, now we got no chance, and sure enough, just, a little line drive
Yeah.
single, and the guy scores easily, and Padres take the lead. Actually, I think that was the game they won 1-0, but
I've started watching more Padres games
it's fun.
just to yeah,
Yeah.
they have a fun lineup.
Alright, bring us home here, man. What else we got?
Yeah, let's end it with a little look ahead. This segment is going to be brought to you by our fans at FanDuel. Trap Draw is brought to you by FanDuel. Baseball season is in full swing, but it's not too late to play ball on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. FanDuel is the best place to get on all the MLB action, from hits to total bases to home runs. They've got a lineup filled with all your favorite wagers. Or if pitching is more your thing, FanDuel has a deep bullpen of bets from strikeouts to shutout innings. Either way, don't get caught looking. Join today. New customers get started with $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Visit fanduel.com/NLU for your chance to score. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. Indeed, I wanted to just bring up FanDuel and ask you, as we look ahead, based on their odds. I want to read some division winner odds to you, and just tell me what you like. I think American League East is really interesting. Currently, the Yankees are -125 to win the division. The Blue Jays are +165. The Rays are +750. But I think the team that's coming, and I'm curious what you think, the Red Sox are sitting there at +1,300 to win the American League East.
They're how many games back?
I think now they're only 5.5 as of today.
God, I like that as a total flyer, something to root for the rest of the year, but I might be with the odds makers. I think the Yankees bottomed out over the last couple weeks, and I think they're going to be on the way back up. I think with some of that Blue Jays magic might wear off, and I think we're gonna see the Yankees in the playoffs.
All right, well, let me tempt you on this. The National League Central, the Cubs currently are -310. Your Brewers are +320. The Cardinals are +1,400, and the Reds are +4,000, 40 to 1 to win the NL Central.
I mean, gosh, just
I feel like the
absolute
Brewers are good
absolute
value.
homerism, but yeah, man. Brandon Woodruff is back. Mizorowski's here. The bullpen's firing on all cylinders. A lot of the I don't know, the bats are getting healthy. It's kind of a I feel like if we're talking pitching, I mean, it's hard to ignore the Cubs offense, of course, and it's very, very hard to track them down and catch them, especially if they're putting up 4 or 5 runs a night, you know? But it's,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think pitching, for one of those teams is going one way, and the pitching for the other team's going the other way, and I kinda like that, plus 320 for the Brewers. Again, it's like, I think
3 to 1 odds?
yeah, man, I don't
The
know.
Cubs can fall
2
apart. That
games?
pitching. Yeah. I know. I'm with you there. That one jumped out
Cardinals
as
fans are
as
gonna be screaming about how much value that plus 1,400 is, but
well,
know
yeah,
you know where the Seamsters stand on this. We'd rather not have the money than do something like that.
that's right. I thought the other one I
How
wanted
about the
to
Dodgers at minus 1,500 to win their division?
I know that
And your poor
yeah,
Rockies aren't even listed. Are they mathematically eliminated already?
they are yeah, I think they're off the board. And what's funny is FanDuel, oh, maybe because there's a game going on right now. I was gonna say I don't even see an American League Central
Oh, yeah.
odds because the Tigers are so far away.
See if we can Jim Solly into our A's at plus 30,000 to come back and
Well,
win that West.
so updated win total. You and I have the A's. We need them to get over 71 wins. So we need them to hit 72. Right now, their in season win total is over 68.5 is -105, under 68.5 is -115. So I'm wondering, Deej, do we want to double down on our beloved
Ooh, and
athletics in the second
hedge.
half? Hedge, you're calling hedge.
Um,
We know they're not going to add pitching. I
no,
wouldn't think.
I don't think they're gonna add a whole
They're
hell
not
of a
going to
lot.
do anything.
Gosh, I mean, I feel like the point of this bet, and it is a bet I would recommend to anybody who likes to have a little bit of juice running. This is the first time I think I've ever done the season long win totals. And it just gives you
Yeah,
something fun to check in on every day.
that's right.
And so,
Are you bored on a Tuesday night? Oh, my A's, I think, are
yes,
playing. Yeah, let me just.
exactly.
I can throw that on the
So
TV.
listen, do I want to double down? No, I don't. I don't love,
Well, I'm saying we don't want to hedge
but
either
I
because
don't
I don't
also
want to
don't want
hedge
to hedge.
away that happiness.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly where I'm at.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
will say I'm gonna maybe quit while I'm potentially behind here. I don't want to double down, but I also am not going to hedge, and I'm not going to bet them to go under that either.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Last one while we're here. World Series odds currently. Well, let me ask you this: who do you think is the FanDuel favorite right now to win the World Series?
I have not looked at it yet, but I mean, I gotta think it's the Dodgers. I would think.
Yeah, good guess. Dodgers plus 220 to win the World Series.
Let me think.
Next up, the Tigers
Really? Yeah. I mean,
pl-
I mean, I know
plus
they're playing
700.
crazy good baseball, but it still is like that. I don't know, man. It just feels like two wildly different sports almost when you get regular season versus playoff baseball. So,
I feel like the value maybe is in the American League.
the pennant winner.
The ALCS, yeah,
Yeah.
because the Tigers are plus 250, the Yankees plus 330, Astros plus 380, and then the Blue Jays plus 8. Like if you like a flyer team like the Red Sox, they're plus 1700. Who else could potentially come out of there? Like the Mariners plus 1300, they'd have to, you know,
Astros
get
are
in.
Astros are plus
Astros,
380 again is like that's not
yeah,
fun. I don't know if that's gonna improve your, viewing experience if you're not an Astros fan, but AL's
I know.
AL's just kinda tough.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah. I
But
mean, the Red Sox as a sneak
or
in,
if you
grab
like
a
the
wild card
Yankees,
and make something happen with that pitching in the playoffs, who knows?
I know. I'm a little bullish on the Sox. I think just with the infusion of youth and getting Devers out of there, I could see them playing some good ball here. So
What do you like in that
that
National League, like that National League, winner market there? Anything that stick out to you? The Dodgers
I think
plus 120, the Phillies, we haven't talked about at
I
all, plus
yeah, the Phillies
450.
at plus 450. I feel like that's decent value. I feel like they're one of the three best teams in the National League.
Cubs
The
plus
Mets,
600 and the Mets plus 650, and then you go all the way down to the Brewers at plus 1,500, which again is
yeah,
from a happiness perspective, but
I
I
don't
don't know
know
if
if I
I'm
love the
loving the
Brewers
Brewers'
getting
playoff
through.
record the last couple of
Yeah.
years.
I honestly, yeah, as far as like I would think like Phillies or Mets maybe.
Yeah.
Try to get something
Mets
around
at
5 to 1,
650,
6 to 1.
especially I don't
Yeah.
know if the Mets are gonna do anything or add pitching or something, who knows?
Right, right. Yeah, that's
Some fun
interesting.
stuff in there from our friends at FanDuel, though. There's a couple fun little
There it is.
nibbles to take.
That's right. You can, like I said, go ahead to fanduel.com/NLU. And you can see it all right there. Disclaimer: must be 21 and older and present in select states, or 18 and older and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonuses issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Well, with that, Deej, I think we call that an episode, my man.
Yeah, great being with you. Again, I think the head-to-heads are very fun. I think that's gonna be a very YouTubey thing.
Yeah,
We gotta do more of those, so
I
come over to the
I
YouTube
enjoyed
channel and
thinking of those and researching
yeah.
them. So I would like to do more of those. Hopefully, people had fun with that. So
Well, good being with
until
you.
next time, yep. We'll see everybody back. We probably won't be away too long. I think we should probably get together post trade deadline,
Yeah.
maybe sometime early August. So until then, thank you all for listening. Thank you to our sponsors, ServPro, Rhoback, and FanDuel. And cheers. Crack on.
Cheers. Shout out to Solly too. I know he had to duck out duck out early, but we will we'll catch him next time too. Cheers.
FanDuel disclaimer: must be 21 and older and present select states. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.